Theodore Johnson's story is that of an ordinary man with a modest salary who became a millionaire in a discreet and silent way. Without anyone knowing, he accumulated over $70 million throughout his life simply by living economically, investing with discipline, and above all, having patience. The janitor no one noticed at the company was, in fact, the great architect of his own fortune. This story is about how smart choices and the ability to wait for the right moment can turn a seemingly bleak future into a legacy of wealth and freedom. Imagine the scene: Theodore Johnson, a janitor at a large office, sweeping between the chairs, cleaning the floor, while around him executives and business people negotiate high values, close multi-million-dollar contracts, and enjoy luxuries that seem out of reach. But something else was happening in that room. Between the work routine and small moments of rest, Theodore began to plot a plan no one could imagine. With every swipe of the broom, with every corner cleaned, he wasn't just tending to the company's office spaces, he was tending to his own future. No one knew, but he was building an invisible empire. He didn't need recognition or a life of ostentation. What he had was something far more valuable, in his opinion: a plan. And this plan lay in the power of small daily habits, financial discipline and smart choices. Theodore wasn't just earning a salary, he was creating a fortune in silence, far from the eyes of everyone. For Theodore, living below his means wasn't a sacrifice, but a strategy. Every dollar saved wasn't just money not spent, it was a small seed planted for his future. He knew that he didn't need luxuries or anything beyond what he already had: discipline. His life was simple, but his focus was clear: to invest. For many, the idea of saving so much and living austerely seemed unsustainable. But Theodore understood something fundamental that most others didn't: the value of time. While others lost themselves in spending and momentary temptations, he kept his eyes fixed on something bigger. Every small saving, every dollar set aside, every investment, no matter how modest, had a purpose. It wasn't about what he could spend now, but what he could achieve in the future. Over time, Theodore transformed his life from that of a janitor into a shining example of financial intelligence. Most people never knew, but Theodore didn't just save. He knew that true wealth lay in putting his money to work. While cleaning the company's offices, he would study finance and investments. He didn't need formal education or a high salary to learn what was necessary. He understood that the key to financial freedom was consistent investing, the power of time and patience. He wasn't just mopping floors and cleaning desks, he was mopping his own path to freedom. Time was always Theodore's greatest ally. For him, wealth wasn't something to be gained overnight, but something built over years with patience and well-thought-out strategies. His journey wasn't about quick wins, but about consistency and discipline. He knew that every financial decision, every investment choice should be focused on the long term. While many rushed to see quick results, Theodore knew that the secret was in waiting. He had a clear vision that the returns on his investments would be more than rewarding. And as the years went by, he saw his money grow far beyond what he ever imagined. His invisible empire was beginning to take shape in a way few could imagine. He knew that wealth wasn't visible. It was in the choices we make, the seeds we plant, and the patience with which we wait for the future to arrive. Finally, Theodore's mystery was revealed. He had accumulated a fortune, but his life remained the same: simple, discreet, and silent. When people discovered the truth, the surprise was enormous. The janitor, whom no one imagined, was actually a millionaire. Theodore hadn't become wealthy through work, but through investments, discipline, and patience. His story wasn't marked by the money he had, but by the lesson he left for the world: true wealth isn't visible. It's in the choices we make, the seeds we plant, and the patience with which we wait for the future to arrive. Theodore's legacy is simple and powerful: He teaches us that true financial freedom doesn't depend on high salaries, fame, or recognition. It depends on smart decisions, patience, and focus on long-term goals. His story proves that anyone, regardless of their background or circumstances, can achieve wealth and freedom. But for that to happen, one must start early, be disciplined, and most importantly, have the patience to wait for the right time. Did you like this story? Then don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You too can achieve financial freedom, just like Theodore did. Like the video, share it with those you know who need this inspiration, and let's go on this journey of financial transformation together. And in the next video, you'll meet the story of Earl Crawley, the mechanic who, even earning little and without a higher education, started investing in stocks and reinvesting his dividends. How did he accumulate over $500,000 and secure a peaceful retirement? Don't miss it. We'll show you how the power of investing can transform your life too.